This week, as we continue through our Unstoppable series, we are focused on priorities. Now, whether we think about them or not, we all have a set of priorities in our lives. Consciously or subconsciously, we all put things above or below others. Now, that's of course not a bad thing at all. We all need priorities. Some things are genuinely more important than others. Like me, checking my fantasy football team to see how they're doing is absolutely more important than the real life people around me. They should know that. No, I'm just kidding. But that is a good example of something that may climb up the priorities ladder when it should be near the bottom. And trust me, I know I'm guilty of it. But in all seriousness, think about this question. What are the priorities in your life? What takes precedent over everything else? What makes you drop anything to focus on it? Now, I'm sure all of you thought of good things. Most of us have our priorities in relatively solid order. In some parts of our country, it goes faith, family, football. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes in my life, I ride those priorities too. But first, and most importantly, let's look at what the Word says. In Matthew 6, verses 33 and 34, Jesus says, "But seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own." To seek first the kingdom is to place God's reign and His purposes above all else. It means aligning our desires, choices, and priorities with His will and trusting that when He is at the center, everything else falls into its proper place. Now, seeking God first doesn't mean life will always be easy, but it does mean we'll experience His faithful provision. Now, Jesus acknowledges that worrying may come from this, and He doesn't dismiss it. Rather, He redirects our focus. Instead of being consumed with chasing after what we lack, He calls us to put God's kingdom and righteousness first. Worry shrinks our vision down to ourselves, but seeking God lifts our eyes to His greatness. When we pursue Him first, we discover peace that goes beyond circumstances and confidence that He knows our every need. So, this week, think about what worries are most pressing in your life right now. And then think about what your priorities truly are. How can we intentionally seek God's kingdom first in our schedule, relationships, and decisions today? We all got things to do, things to attend to, but first things first, following our God and seeking His kingdom.